Let's take a look at the quotes first before we get into it. Momochi versus John Takeuchi coming your way, but first John Takeuchi had to say, "My Cody tends to get everyone's attention, excuse me. But don't forget, I am one of the top Rashid players."
Oh, quiet down over here, John. My bad.
I will also apologize. Please forgive me.
And let's see what his opponent has to say. Of course, the legendary Momochi on the other side. Lately, the young players in Japan have gotten very strong. John is a player with a lot of talent, but I want to show you a veteran's pride.
Damn.
Once again, the cross-generational matchup here, right? John is an established Street Fighter V veteran at this point, but these guys come from two different generations of fighting game, right? Momochi has been built for a long time. He has been at this. John, relatively new to the scene in comparison to someone like him. So I can't wait to see this clash.
When we're talking about the stats, too, if you kind of want to hedge your bets here or at least have a little bit of insight statistically of how their matchup might go, Momochi recently placing 9th over at EVO Online for Asia. John Takeuchi just out of top 32, just one placement shy. They did manage to face off against each other in the first qualifier of Japan, although it being a very different story, right? That was pretty much the start of Season 5. Momochi took it down against John Takeuchi 3-0 in the loser's side, right? Momochi ended up getting 3rd. John Takeuchi got 5th, so he was the one that eliminated him.
And we are going to get the matchup that we wanted to see, baby. Akira versus Cody, something I have not seen at this level 100%, probably at all.
I'm right there with you. This is going to be very interesting to see, right? We're looking at how John Takeuchi is going to control this neutral phase, because once Momochi gets in, you kind of treat it like Karen, right? Her walk speed is phenomenal. Her presence in the mid-game is also very threatening, and she has very good buttons to keep the frame traps going.
Yeah, definitely a character that lends her strengths to a Momochi style of play, so you can see why he's so at home with the character already. Ooh, John in-game crush counter here. Daigo in the building. Oh, doesn't actually. Looking a little oppy there. Daigo just completely missed.
He's fulfilled his obligations.
Now the knife. Yes, respect the shank.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of folks have been going towards Trigger 1. Players like Shine have opted to go into Trigger 1 a lot more often now with the changes, but we'll see how it goes now.
Yeah, tosses the knife, brings another one out. Now the V-Trigger is up. But yeah, I love to see the fact that the V-Trigger 1, the changes, have at least encouraged the players to use it more. It's like that.
God! Counter hit, getting the link. Critical art indeed. One of the strongest men in the Street Fighter V universe, being able to chuck up a storm with his fists only.
I don't know why, but that hit me right now, too. I was like, this man really does an uppercut and a tornado comes out. Like, that is power.
He's legit one of the strongest men in Street Fighter lore.
That is wild, man. Very impressive.
And he gets through every single magnetometer. He brought 2 knives to the stadium without getting checked.
Yo, what kind of tech you got for that?
He's the mayor, after all.
That's true. Man, the sensors just go off. He just stares at you. Move along, sir. Now, at this point, already locked into the corner, though. Momochi not going to try to give him any room, but back throw will create all the room he needs.
Oh, could have been dangerous a little bit closer. I feel like that's heavily punishable, that roundhouse, but this John Takeuchi just wasn't within range. Frames afterwards, the EX Zonk Knuckle. We're trying to look for that trigger activation route for John Takeuchi, but is it going to be a little too late considering the life deficit?
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's what he's looking for here. And he's trying to slowly work Momochi to the corner. You can see a lot of gray life was built up at that point. That was cashed out big time with that V-Trigger activation. Gets the counter hit as well. Frame Trap City.
Oh, my God. That spelled all the difference in terms of, like, that life lead. Oh, boy. You better chase him down. You tried to knife his brother.
That's cold-blooded, bro. Oh, and then the chip out. You got nothing you can do, my man.
Bro. That was unnecessary. He's like, you tried to hit me, flat, and then I'm going to go straight for Akira next. That was messed up.
That's what it really felt like, though. I was like, bro, did you just chuck the knife at Daigo for no reason? It didn't even look like he actually tried to interrupt Akira. Like, it was just for insult to injury. But John Takeuchi sending a message right there, taking the first game.
I mean, to be fair, he's used to fighting people in groups, you know, coming in from final fights. So he wanted to get rid of one and then focus on the target at hand. So I get it.
That was too sick, my man. Johnny Tag, ready for any and all handicap matches.
That's so funny. It's so good, man. Just seeing this matchup in general is like, you know, it's pretty much history in the making. It's the first time we get to see Akira played out this way, and John Takeuchi pretty much making the most of it. Forward Fierce getting a big crush counter.
Ooh. Show off the stage.
Look at the damage on that. Even Gil stood up and was like, yes, use that power.
You can make Gil pop. That is definitely some big damage. Oh, trying to wake up with the bad side. Actually just ended up trading. Oh, Daigo.
Oh, revenge. V-skill 2, you're dead. More than dead.
That was super sick too because like the first hit was the thing that stunned him, and then the second hit was the thing that started the stun combo. That was really cool.
I loved it. I loved it a lot.
Oh no. EX Zong with a wall bounce here. Just takes the slide knockdown and the counter hit meaty. Yo.
And the back throw. Perfect time now for Momochi. Final fight combo. Bring it back to the corner.
We're getting
What?
Oh. We are aggressive on our wake-ups here. Both players pressing all the buttons. This time Momochi busts down with the EX reversal.
Oh my god, just hovering outside the ranges. And I like that from John, actually not even letting Momochi get himself started with the V-trigger. A lot of carry, dash twice over, gets a delayed crouching medium punch, stealing a lot of turns now.
Yeah, and so much aggression at the start of the round. You can see John was more than willing to kind of switch up that pace there, just trying to block it out with this life lead. Didn't want to swing into a frame trap.
Ooh, activation! Is he going to get a side switch over? Does it again. V-skill 2.
Ooh.
I wonder if he's going to go for the tricky fake cross-up setup. No, he's not. Going to go for the hard knockdown. Oh, my God. Still manages to get the lights and catch John Takeuchi pressing a button on the way up, thinking he wasn't going to get the timing.
Yeah, definitely good stuff right there. I guess John just trying to wake up with a button there, thinking he would respect his full meter perhaps. Was like, you know, I got full CA on deck. Are you scared of it? Not for a moment. Momochi tying that up.
I keep thinking after that sequence and going into the EX air fireball, it leads to a hard knockdown, but that's not the case. So John Takeuchi thinking he might be able to sneak in his turn, but Momochi just lands in time. You see him busting out with the lights. Maybe if he delayed with, or not delayed, but if he landed with a medium punch, I think John would have been able to counter poke him.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah, so we're still just trying to figure out the nuances of Akira, right? Like, she's definitely got some wild stuff in the corner in those sequences with the V-trigger, so. See if John can weather that storm. Momochi. Oh my goodness, that life lead deleted with that big cross-up. At this point, yeah, trying to see if Momochi will swing into him, but my man's whip punishes instead.
Yeah, gets the target combo into V-skill 2. You don't get as many hits because of the short pop-up after the target combo. Just kind of equalize it.
And now both V-triggers ready, waiting in the wings.
And you see the amount of damage that John Takeuchi can dish out with the trigger one. We saw that previously in his first win in game 1 for Momochi. Now, he does have an opportunity for a mix-up. No, John Takeuchi jumping out to safety. Very smart.
Yeah, and we saw the power of the V-trigger one from John Takeuchi as well right earlier. Oh my goodness, your plus frames, I don't respect those. But yeah, he had a sick knife sequence earlier, but that's not even going to get the show. A clean hit confirmed from Momochi, something we know him for very well.
And not even trying to get triggers started, right? There was a sweep against the whirlwind. Max distance. Oh, that's huge. That was a counter hit too. While crouching combo, and the bad spray does not get activated. It gets stuffed. You keep your hands in your pockets.
I don't want to deal with any of that nonsense. Power knockdown one more time. Any combo is going to lead to death here. At this point, John, you know, he really wants to find those V-trigger activations. He can't find it in these comeback scenarios, though. Momochi not going to give him an opportunity. Once again, 2-0 lead just like that. Me and my brother.
That was a pretty convincing round. Obviously, there's a perfect on the board. 2 rounds straight against John Takeuchi. That first round, what happened? I mean, like, there was just so much control in the neutral. I feel like there's just, I wouldn't say it's unfamiliarity at this point. I think John Takeuchi has a pretty firm grasp of how Akira plays in terms of like the normal placements and the ranges, but I mean, Momochi just changing up the pace. Yeah,
it felt like one of those rounds where Momochi just had all the right answers, right? Like, he knew when his opponent was going to press buttons, and he beat him to the punch time and time again. And then, as you can see here, right, off of that round where he was so successful when pressing buttons, he just starts the next one with dash-up throw. It's very smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, John has managed to take the life lead back in this round regardless of that start. Showing the fortitude. He is a champion level player himself. Great whiff punish from Momochi.
The delays, too. Coming off from these normals, I like that. Yeah, utilizing that V-skill, blowing up that string. Not a true string at that. Man, still within range to punish the EX Zonk Knuckle. Another throw. You were talking about these throws earlier. Momochi making the most of it, changing up his offense. Here comes Daigo. Another one.
You know, my man's might be a little unfamiliar.
I didn't think that was going to hit in time, but there's just so much activity there. Like, he's still got a full beam to go through.
Yeah.
John Takeuchi thought he was safe. You're never safe.
Yeah, hey, that EX Fireball to combo with it as well.
Hitting him with a Dom Toretto or the power of family.
My goodness, and we just find ourselves in the corner again. My man, John. Can't get out. You may be the mayor, but you're just working the corners like everybody else, fam.
You're working the corners for the government?
Yeah.
That's one giant corner, man.
You know?
Oh.
Goodness gracious. I love to see the knife launch.
Ugh.
Headbutt, you got to guess for game now.
Look at how much chip damage it does.
Oh, my. Whoa, using the V-skill to dodge that.
Look at the gray life adding up for John Takeuchi. Now, Momochi is definitely with it. You know, he was in kill range, but the problem is John Takeuchi was also in kill range.
And we see John busting it out again. I like it. Staying alive here. Reversing the momentum a bit. Momochi, plenty of meter to come into this last round with still set point for him.
You think he could have gone into like EX Ruffian kick off of that stand medium kick counter hit?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
Was he within range to at least do like a counter medium punch or something? But I don't know, man. That's still a lot of meter spent. That's gonna be great for Momochi too. Now fully locked and loaded, by the way.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think John was just like, his mental stack's already kind of up there, right, in this set. So I think he was just like, I'm going with the super. Didn't have to think too hard about it. Oh, interrupting the zonk. My man is so aware.
Okay, looking for a moment to trigger, but now is going to be even more dangerous. Yeah, target combo into the trigger. You're not going to V-reversal that. You're not allowed to. That is a day one thing. If you try to V-reversal Daigo, it's not going to happen. That is easily an example of unfamiliarity.
Ow. Yeah, for sure. Exactly right. That's what we saw in the previous round where he wasn't ready for the second hit of the sequence. This time tries to V-reversal it, but nah, the timing is just, in that scenario, you're going to get auto-punished. So unfortunate for John Takeuchi, but great stuff from Momochi, right? Utilizing this new DLC character very quickly. We talked about how he's at home with it just because of the character's kit and how it lends it to his play style. But again, that Daigo V-trigger as well, right? Tricky stuff. It really is on the onus of the opponent to know how it works.